Have you ever had an experience you cannot describe but you believe is fully tangible and fully real? You may have had a mystic moment. I'm Beth with ShShT Talk, and I'm going to spend time listening to people's stories of the supernatural, paranormal, and otherwise unclassified experiences. Together we're going to share their stories, dig into them a little bit, and find out what's happening that makes our world so amazing and mysterious. First up, I'm going to take a look at a Christian mystic. His name is Ian Clayton, and he's known for his claims about transrelocation, bilocation, miracles, signs, and wonders. Have a listen to what he says about encountering his first mystical experience with a transcendental gate.
Becoming fairly familiar with this gate, so I started talking to my wife and said, hey, I've got this weird thing going on at the moment, and my wife has been really good for me because she's really practical, and I said, honey, I've got this gate. And so she just started laughing. I mean, come on, that's my wife. Why are you laughing at me? I'm really worried about this thing. You just laughing? What's that all about? And she said, well, what's a gate for? And she said, well, I suppose it's a doorway to go somewhere. She said, right. And just started laughing again. Because it's my problem, not hers. And so I would go to bed at night, and when I would lie down at night, this blasted gate would do this. Now that really freaks me out. I mean, because I can feel it and see it. Because if I close my eyes, I can see. I have my eyes open, I can see. I mean, there's no difference because you see with a different realm inside your brain. That realm's real, so you see it anyway. So it doesn't matter whether you've got the eyes open or closed. You see it. And so, I had this thing, and I'm mysterious. I'd try and go to sleep and try and relax, and my heart would turn towards the presence of God, and this gate would go. And it freaked me out. And so I thought, it came to a point where I had this realization, I am going to have to go through it one day.
Wow, that was a spectacular story from Ian Clayton, a personal story that he willingly shared publicly. Thank you, Ian, for that. Definitely a lot to think about and discuss. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Next up, I'm going to take a look at Padre Pio. Padre Pio is a very well-known mystic and saint in the Catholic Church. One of the most famous stories about Padre Pio involves World War II. The Americans were sent in to bomb a town that he had said would be protected. This town was in Italy. It was called San Giovanni Rotondo, and the Americans were bombing it because the Nazis had control of it at that time. But allegedly, and actually it was investigated, when the American bombers went to go bomb this specific location, there was a visual of the little friar in the air in his brown robe, and the planes could not release their munitions. Now, stories in World War II of stuff like this are actually surprisingly common, and both sides of the war did have their mystic beliefs. It's well documented that Adolf Hitler himself was a mystic, as were some of his people. So is it any surprise that perhaps mysticism played a role in this very famous conflict? The majority of mystics will always accredit their ability or power to a supernatural deity, hence the word mysticism. And in this case, Padre Pio believed that God helped him accomplish such feats, and that the reason his being was viewed in front of these planes was simply an extension of his personality. Whatever caused this mysterious occurrence, it became extremely famous, and Padre Pio was also very famous for Stigmata, and the Catholic Church actually beatified and canonized him. Even Time magazine did an article on Padre Pio because he was so well known, as was his Stigmata. Stigmata is a phenomena where basically the wounds of Jesus appear on the priest or the nun who so passionately believe in him. This is something you can definitely do your homework on, and if you find any interesting links about this phenomena, please post them to our comment section. Padre Pio's story continued to grow in mystical wonder. His body was exhumed 40 years after he had passed away, and they found him to be an incorruptible. This is a term that Catholic and Orthodox give their saints to indicate their level of holiness, wherein the body does not decompose in the same speed that an average person's might. In this case, Padre Pio's hands were found to be in such amazing condition that it looked as though he had just had a manicure. This is just one of the curiosities about mystic people. Are they supernatural? Are they paranormal? Or is this something simply unclassified? Let us know in the comments section, and remember to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell to let you know of notifications for new videos. This is Beth with ShShT Talk.